Thursday, 6:30, and it's time for our deep stretch class. I'm super excited about this. I've needed this class for a long time, so I hope you're ready to do this tonight, or watch it later, right before you go to bed, or anytime that you feel like you need to just slow down and do a stretch. This is for you. I've got a little bit of light music going on, but you can definitely turn on your own music, whatever works for you to get you in kind of a calming, relaxed state so we can get through these stretches and it feels good. Now remember, with stretching, it should never hurt. There just might be a little bit of you'll feel that there's a difference between stretching and hurting. So I think you know that situation. And then of course this is at your own risk, my little disclaimer. But let's get started. So we're gonna do a few standing exercises, a little bit of a mobility, just to get our body moving, maybe the blood flowing just a little bit. And then we'll sit down, and the rest of it's on the floor. We'll concentrate on our upper body first, and then we'll go to our lower body, and then we'll end with some nice twists for our back. And then at the very end, if you want to do Shavasana, I will sign off, but I would suggest that you do your Shavasana for like 5-10 minutes, just to feel the good effects of this stretch. Okay, so we're going to start with our feet parallel, and you're going to bend into your knees and just put your hands on your thighs. And we're just going to do a little bit of hamstring stretch here, bending and then stretching. So you can feel those stretch in the back of the hamstring. We're not holding anything yet. We're just kind of moving through. Just some mobility work here to get the blood moving into the joints that we're getting ready to stretch a little deeper when we go down to the floor. So I'm just bending and stretching. Of course, I'm keeping my core engaged the whole time, just bending and stretching. Very good. Let's do 2 more here. Maybe going a little deeper every time. Okay, and then come up. Let's put our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, and we're gonna roll down. We're gonna drop our head first, roll down all the way to the floor, slowly. Your knees can be soft, and then I want you to roll all the way back up as if you're stacking Legos on top of your spine, and then I want you to look up to the ceiling. And let's do that again. We're gonna roll down, chin goes down first, roll all the way down. This time when we're down here, we're gonna do a bend in the knees, and then stretch into that hamstring stretch, and then stack your Legos. And looking up to the ceiling. Next time we go down, we're gonna do 2 knee bends, okay? In dancer's terms, pliés. So we're down here, 1 plié, stretch your hips up towards the ceiling, crown of the head to the floor, and again, bend your knees, stretch it up, and then stack your Legos up, keeping the belly button to the spine strong. Head back. We're going to do that 1 more time. This time 3 knee bends. Tuck the chin, rolling down. Bend the knees. Stretch. Bend the knees. Stretch. Bend the knees. And then roll up. Knees are soft. Good, big shoulder roll when we get to the top. Okay, I'm gonna face the side so you can see me. I'm gonna bend into my knees, make them soft, hinge from the hips, okay? And then from here, I'm gonna take my arms, so my biceps are in line with my ears. And then from here, I'm gonna think about pulling my thumbs behind me. So you should feel your whole back stretching and engaging. Pull those back, and now let's pull the elbows down to a W. Then we're going to take it back up, and again, pull those thumbs back behind you, and then pull down to the W, and then back up, and one more time, pull the thumbs behind you, W, and up. Good. Just a little mobility. One more thing. Put your palms together. Bend over again. From here, we're going to lead with our thumbs out to the Y and then back down. A little bit more on the sides of the body. Stretch it out. Thumbs reach towards the back of the room and down. Let's do that one more time. Take it up. Thumbs reach back, and take it down. And come back up. Great. Yeah. My body feels like it was moving, and that's what I wanted. All right, we're going to come down. We're going to start with our wrists, actually, today. So you're going to place your hands flat on the mat. We're in a tabletop position. And I want you to lean forward so your shoulders go out over your fingers and then come back. So you feel a little stretch in the wrists. It's gentle. If it's painful, make sure you're not going too far. Good. Forward and back. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. And one more time. Forward and back. This last time, we're going to lean out and hold it out. Just feel the stretch. Sometimes we ignore our wrists and we think, oh, hamstrings, glutes, quads, right? And then back. Good. Circle it out. All right. I'm going to sit down on my knees. You don't have to sit down on your knees. You can sit all the way down if you want. Okay, so we just stretched this way. We're going to stretch the other way now. So I want you to flip your wrist the other way and just gently pull on the back of your hand, not on your fingers, just on the back of your hand. And I like to put my thumb in the palm of my hand. Good. Let's go the other way. Very nice. Okay, let's go to the chest. All right, so we're going to put our bottom on the floor, feet are flat. Palms of the hands or fingers are facing back behind you and out just a little bit. Okay, but my arms are straight. And my hands are going to be, if you have a mat, your thumbs should be a little bit like hanging on the outside of the mat. Your feet are planted, and what I want you to do is lift up, not very far, lift your hips up and then press them forward. And you should just feel the stretch in your chest and in your front delts. Ooh, that feels so good. Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna stay here for a little bit. If you don't feel it, try to get your bottom a little closer to your feet and make sure you're pressing into your hands. Oh, that feels really good to me. Yeah, that's a good one. Now we're going to gently come out of this, so we're going to push up and bring our hips back and then release the arms. Good. Back and forth. Nice. A few more upper bodies and then we'll get to where we all want to stretch ours, our lower body. So let's do tricep. Normal tricep. Hand reaches up and then back. Very good. Now, if you want a little more, you can press the back of your head into your elbow. Nice tricep stretch here. Feel those fingers down the middle of your back and release. Let's do the other side. Sometimes we rush through our triceps like, okay, tricep stretch. So this time we have the luxury of time. We get to spend some time in these stretches. It's just so great. Very good. And release. Good. Let's clasp the hands. We're going to get across the upper back now. Lace your fingers together and your hands are going forward and your upper back is going towards the back of the room. Pulling in opposite directions. And then let's release the clasp. We're just going to open it out. Here's another chest stretch. You can also turn your thumbs down towards the floor. Might add a little different dimension to the stretch. Let's do that one more time. Clasp the hands. Really round into that. Pull back. Arms, hands forward. Upper back to the back. And then open it up. Let's take our thumbs back and down. Very, very good. And shake it out. Nice work. Okay, I have one for the lats. I forgot to tell you to get something heavy to put in front of you. You don't need to do that. If you have something close by, a statue or a weight, I'm going to use a weight, but you can also, you don't have to use anything. I think I also tried my tap shoot earlier today and it worked pretty good. So you're going to put the weight down. You're going to come to your knees like a child's pose. Okay, I'll wait a few minutes in case some people are going to get some kind of heavy object. I'm going to reach out with that hand towards the weight, and I'm going to come down. It needs to be far enough out so I can get a stretch, and then I'm going to pull on that object, and it's going to stretch this whole side of my body. Now, if you don't have something heavy and you just have your hand on the floor, you can just press your hand down into the floor and try to feel like you're dragging your hand back. And let's switch sides. Great work. Okay, let's head into the legs. Okay, first one is the quadriceps. So we're going to be on our knees. So if you want to roll your mat so that you have a little cushion under your knee, or if you have a towel or something that you can put under your knee, or if you're on carpet, you might be just fine. Or maybe you don't have knee issues. I'm going to turn this way. So I'm going to put one leg forward. And just, let's get into this position first, okay? Now I want you to squeeze that glute and a little bit of pelvic tilt here. You should feel a nice stretch in this. We can lean forward just a little bit if you would like. Now we're gonna reach back and grab, we're gonna lift that foot up off the floor, we're gonna grab it with our hand. Now you can just stay right here. If this is enough for you, super great. I like to use the opposite hand. So this hand's gonna go on my knee and I'm gonna reach back with my opposite hand. Maybe. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're here. We're gonna squeeze that glute. And we're gonna do a few little PNFs. So from here, what I'm gonna have you do is push your foot into your hand and your hand into your foot for a count of 5. And then you're gonna release that tension and you'll pull your leg closer to your glutes, okay? So right here, let's go ahead and push into that foot and then into the hand for 5, 4, squeeze your glute, 3, 2, 1, release that and see if you can pull your leg in just a little further. You should be able to. And let's do that again. Push, 5, 4, 3, breathe through it, 2, 1, release and see if you can go just a little further into that stretch. Let's do it one more time. And 5, 4, 3, 2, release that tension, go a little deeper, hold, breathe, and release. Good work. Woo! Let's go to the other side. I'm gonna turn. Okay, other leg up. Let's just start with a nice position here. Squeeze your glute. A little bit of a pelvic tilt here. Pull your belly button to the spine. Think happy thoughts. All right, let's reach for the, you can stay here. Perfectly fine. I feel a stretch. Or you can go into the leg stretch. And we're gonna do that. Tension for 5 and then release. And here we go. And 5, 4, 3, keep pushing, 2, 1, and see if you can go a little deeper. And again, and 5, push, 4, 3, squeeze your glute, 2, 1, see if you can pull it in a little more. Great work. We're gonna do it one more time, and 5, 4, 3, squeeze your glute, 2, 1, and pull it in, just hold and breathe. Feel that stretch down the quadriceps, hip flexor, and release. Good work. Yeah, I needed that. Let's all sit back on our heels. Put your hands back and just lift your hips up. That's just one more little counter stretch here for the quads. And release. Okay. All right, here we go. We're gonna do some adductor stretching. So you're up on your knees, and I want you to stick one leg out. Okay? So your toe, again, you can put something under this knee if you need to. My feet are flat on the floor. My foot is flat over here. This foot is tucked. Toe is tucked under. Okay? Now, you might feel stretch right here, and I want you to stay with that. If you need a little extra, I want you to walk that foot out. Put your hands on the floor. I'm gonna have to move over a little bit. Okay? So we're in this adductor stretch here, and I just want you to sit back and then back up. 3 times, and then settle into a stretch to the back. You can even put your elbows down if you'd like. It's a great hip opener. And you can play with that foot on the outside. You can flex it. I don't know if you can see that yet. Really good work. Right down those inner thighs, both sides. And keep playing with it. You might be able to get lower and lower as time goes by. That feels good. All right, walking the hands back. We're gonna walk that foot in. Great. Super. Let's do the other side. Okay, so we're standing up tall. Place the foot out. Now, if you have really tight, this might be enough. You could even just stretch over if you don't want to go down into the long dancer type stretch. If you need a little more, walk that foot out so that you're in that straddle position sort of, and then just feel yourself sitting to the back and then coming back forward. Sitting to the back and coming back forward. And then when you sit to the back the third time, find that stretch. You should feel it. I know you do. And you can put your elbows down on the floor. Yes, I feel it even more on this side. Very good. You can flex that foot if you want. And 4, 3, 2, and let's come out of that. Very good. Woo! I felt all that. All right, let's come down and do some hamstrings. So, let's take, I'm gonna face straight forward. One leg forward, the other leg is by your knee or upper thigh. Stretch your arms up. Just gonna open the whole back of the leg here. I want you to hinge from the hips first. Holding there, really reaching out through the crown of the head and then relaxing over. Hamstrings, for sure. Wow, that feels good. Keep breathing. Let's all inhale. Exhale, see if you can just go a little deeper. And just round up. We're gonna do that on the other side. Other leg forward. This foot's in by your inner thigh. Arms up. Stretch up really nice and tall. Let's hinge from the hips first. Holding. And then round through. Your hands may fall to your shins or the floor, or you may be able to reach all the way around that foot. But try to relax down into the stretch. We'll be here for about 20-30 seconds. Keep holding. Let's all take a deep inhale. And exhale, see if we can go a little deeper in that stretch. Very good. And walk your hands up. Excellent. Good, let's go to straddle. So if you have a block, blocks are helpful in straddle. All right, let's be here. So if your knees are bending, what I'd like for you to do is bring your legs in just a little bit, okay? You can flex or point your toes, either one. We're gonna do that same hinge from the hips and then round over, okay? So we're trying to keep our knees up towards the ceiling as we hinge from the hips. And you can walk your hands out. You can also, if you want to make it a little harder, place your arms overhead, but I'm going to reach mine out. So I'm hinging from my hips. My back is long right now, and I'm feeling a lot of inner thigh stretch, hamstring stretch. And now I'm going to round and drop my elbows and my head towards the floor. And we'll be here for about 45 seconds. Breathe into the stretch. We'll take a few inhales and exhales going a little deeper. So let's all inhale. And on your exhale, see if you can just go a little deeper in that stretch. And hold here for a little bit, and then I'll cue you one more time. Let's take our last inhale deeply. And exhale, see if we can go a little bit deeper here. And walk your hands back. Really good. Oh my goodness. Shake your legs in. That was so great. Okay, let's go into pigeon. So you can either stretch the back leg for your pigeon, or if you want to keep your back leg bent and keep your in a nice square in the front, square in the back, or the back leg can be straight. Okay? So we're here in pigeon. And we're gonna walk our body forward and stop. We're gonna take 3 different levels. So we're on our hands right now, then we'll go to our elbows, and then we'll go all the way down. But at any time you can stop. If this is enough for you, stop here. Listen to your body, okay? Our next level will be elbows down on the floor. And that might be where you stop today. I'm lighting up here in my working leg here in the front. All right, last level. If you want it, take it. Head to the floor, arms out. Big inhale. Exhale, release. See if you can go a little deeper into that stretch. Think calm thoughts. And walk those hands back. Excellent. Great work. We have another leg. Let's do the other leg. So I'm going to flip around this way, and again, same thing. You can leave that back leg bent, and you'll be out forward this way. And I'm going to go ahead and do the full pigeon with the leg out. Oh, yes. So place your hands in front of you. Here's our level 1. Already feeling it. Level 2, let's go to the elbows. So we're just slowly working our way into the stretch. We're not in any big rush tonight, right? Now, if you'd like more, go ahead and reach those arms out, place your head down. And then we're gonna settle in here for a little bit. We'll do one big inhale and exhale soon. Let's all take a deep inhale and exhale. See if you can go a little deeper. And let's walk it back in. Excellent. Your body is going to love you for all these stretches tonight. So good. Swing that around. Woo, so good. Okay, let's roll all the way on our back. Oh, yes, this is great. Okay, hopefully you can all see me. I think you can. Okay. So, let's pick a leg. Take it straight up. We'll do a few stretches in this posture. So this leg can be straight or it can be up, knee pointing to the ceiling, and I want you to reach for your calf or your ankle or your foot, wherever your stretch is, maybe a thigh. Okay, you should feel that stretch through that hamstring. And breathe into this stretch. We're back to the hamstrings again. You can circle that foot if you'd like. Great. So now we're going to take this leg and we're going to externally rotate the femur. So this is parallel, we're going to externally rotate. And then we're going to take it out to the side. Great work. Now when I do that, I'm opening my other knee out to the side, kind of like in a butterfly position. Trying to keep my hips equal and even. And bring everything back to center. So now we're back to parallel. I'm going to reach across with my other arm and bring my leg down the opposite way. This is the one that makes me cry. It doesn't have to go very far. Woo, yeah. Such a good stretch. Again, you can be on your thigh or deeper. Woo, yes. And back to center. Let's go into our figure 4. So we're going to cross this leg over, flex both feet, and pull the legs in. Reach through for your shin. Now we're going to do some PNFs here again. So we're going to push the knee into the foot and the foot into the knee for a count of 5 and then release it. Okay, so let's create some tension. Here we go. For 5, 4, this whole glute should be lighting up. 3, 2, and now release it and see if you can pull it in a little closer. Excellent. Let's do that again. And tension for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. See if you can go a little deeper and hold it there. Yes, what a great stretch. Our hip is feeling some love tonight. Yeah, and release. Oh yes, it's like, I don't know, we put oil in that joint. Yeah? All right, I'm gonna flip around so you can see my leg better. But we're gonna do all that on the other side. So let's take your other leg up. The leg that's on the floor can be bent, like I said, or it can be straight. So I have a little injury in my right glute and hamstring, so it doesn't go as far. But you know what? It doesn't make me sad. It's what my right hamstring needs, and this is as far as I go. That's not nearly what my other leg can do, but we're working on it, and that's okay. It's just okay. There's no problem with it. I'm listening to my body. Now we're going to take the femur, we're going to rotate externally. We're going to grab our calf or our thigh, wherever, open it out, both legs open. Very good. Let's bring it back to the center so we're parallel. Here's our favorite. Take that arm out, take the opposite arm across. You probably won't need to go too far, and then you're feeling all the way up and down this lateral portion of your leg, saying, hey, why have you decided to stretch me tonight? You should be stretching me every day. Yes, I feel that. Oh, it's a lot of tension. And back to center. Good. So now our figure 4, flex the feet, reach through. We're going to do that 5 count tension and then the release. So our goal with that is to increase tension. When you release it, you should be able to move your muscle a little bit deeper. Okay, let's do this. And so I'm pushing my foot into my knee and my knee into my foot. Go. 5, 4, 3. This whole thing is lighting up. 2, 1, and then sink it in. A little bit closer. We're going to do that one more time. Here we go. And push. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then release. Yeah, that is so great. And release. So great. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I don't do this every night. But I don't. And it's okay. It's okay. All right, we're going to lay on one side. The side that you're laying on, that leg should be straight. And let's take that other leg over the top. Okay, so we're going to take both arms. So everything is laying facing the side. My palms are over here, touching, my knee is down. And then I'm just going to open this arm up. And then come back down. We're going to do that 2 more times. And then on the third one, I'm just being real gentle here. We'll hold the spine stretch, okay? And last one, I'm going to flip that hand over so the palm is down and hold. If you want a little push on that knee, you can. It would just be a little, not much. Listen to your body. Boy, that feels good. Keep breathing, reaching that shoulder towards the floor. If you bend your elbow and put the palm up, you might even get a front delt, little front delt stretch too. At least I do. And let's bring back around. And let's come back to center. Let's do that the other leg. So extend the other leg. cross the foot, drop over, both hands go towards the same direction, and then let's just do those openings. We're gonna do it 3 times. Here's 1. Is my head cut off in this video, I wonder? I'm gonna scoot down a little bit. And 2. And then this is the last one. And stretch. So my palm is down over here. A couple of add-ons. If you want to put a little pressure on that knee, you can. You don't have to. And you can also flip the hand, bend the elbow up. And I don't really feel the stretch on this side, so it must be my other delt that needed a little bit of love. Let's come back to center. Very good. We're going to do one more stretch. And then I'll leave you to your Shavasana. But I always like to end with happy baby because it feels so good. So we're going to, first let's bring our knees into our chest and cradle it in. Hold here for a moment. Close the eyes. And then let's come out, bring your hands to the outsides of your feet. Open wide, pull the knees into your armpits. If you want to rock it, you can. If you would like, you can extend one leg at a time. If you want. And bring it back in. Let's do one more. Just stretch your legs long, arms long. Good morning stretch. Really, really reach. And then just relax everything. We're gonna do that again. Like you're trying to be, well, olive oil. Does anyone know who that is anymore? Or what's the lady's name? See, if I had a class, you would all be able, if the class was with me, you would be able to tell me. The one on the Incredibles, the mother who gets to stretch a lot. She can stretch a lot. That's why I want you to rubber band, like a rubber band. Reach, 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 reach. And then release. Great work. Okay. So, if you would like to do your Shavasana now, which I would really suggest that you do, put on your music and put your legs a little bit further apart. Palms are up to the ceiling and you're just relaxing. If you need your special blanket or a pillow, whatever makes you feel really comfortable. And I would suggest 5 to 10 minutes of your Shavasana just to soak in everything that you just did. And I hope it really felt good, as good to you as it did to me. And I am really happy that I am able to do this to come into your living room or wherever you are and share a stretching routine with you, and hopefully it helps you be calm. And I know this all is very, very stressful for all of us, so I hope this helps a little bit, and I hope you can refer back to it whenever you need. It'll be on Kathy Patterson Dance YouTube. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining me.